We're going to say with so many foods to choose from, it can be hard to navigate. And we're going to try to figure out what's murky in these ingredients because sometimes it says it has no trans fats and it might have trans fat. Not all of the foods here. Not all the foods here have trans fats in them. That's not what we're saying, but we just have a variety here. And some of this is my favorite diet. These. So I want to bring in the experts now. Joining me now in studio is Alexa Towersy. She's been on before. You've seen her. She's a personal trainer and a lifestyle coach. And then on Skype from Charlotte, North Carolina is Vani Hari, the creator of foodbabe.com. So if I call her the Food Babe, don't get offended. She calls herself the Food Babe. Foodbabe.com. So Alexa, I want to start with you. Let's begin with our stomachs and the products that we have in front of us because it's a little bit murky, right? Because sometimes it says it doesn't have it, but it does.
Yeah, look, when the FDA first said that, food manufacturing companies had to basically put the food labeling on there and tell you how much fat and trans fat was actually in a product, even though it says 0 grams of trans fat on there, it doesn't necessarily mean it has 0 grams of trans fat.
Like this, my executive producer and I, Vicky Russell, were like, this was our diet growing up. Like in our lunch pail, we'd have like Funyuns or Cheetos or whatever. So it says 0 trans fats, but then when you go down in it, it says hydrogenated soybean oil. Does that mean trans fats?
Yeah, so basically partially hydrogenated vegetable oils are trans fats. So the regulations state that the food labels must have the trans fat amount on there, but if it is under 0.5 grams, they don't actually have to declare it. So it could say 0 grams trans fats, but if you go down to the ingredients on there, it may actually say partially hydrogenated.
Okay, so if
oils.
we look at this, like, oh my gosh, do you remember honey? You remember honey buns, right? This honey bun has a 0.5 trans fats, 0.5 grams of trans fats. Vani, do they have to declare that?
No, they don't have to declare anything less than 0.5. So here's where the tricky situation comes in, is if you eat more than one serving, you could get more than a gram or maybe 4 or 5 grams of trans fat in one serving. And one popular product that has trans fat is microwave popcorn. And I don't know when the last time you ate popcorn, Dawn, but when I eat it, I don't eat just one cup. I eat a big bowl. So this is a real concern that, trans fat are still allowed in foods when the label says 0.
Okay, here you go. When you said how, because I went and bought this today just for this prop, and I opened it, and
you
Rosa
ate it?
Perez, which is Rosa Flores, Rosa Perez, I can't believe we call her that. Rosa and I ate this popcorn today as soon as we opened it, as soon as we got it here. So, but listen, Vani, why does it taste so good, and it's so bad for you?
The thing is trans fat inherently doesn't taste that different than real fat. What trans fat's done is it's allowed food companies to create a shelf-stable oil that stays on the shelf forever, basically.
But what's wrong with that then? What's wrong with that?
Well, what's wrong with that is it's clogging our arteries. It's causing up to 20,000 heart attacks a year and up to 7,000 deaths. I mean, just a 40-calorie increase of trans fat in your diet increases your heart disease rate risk to 23%. That's astronomical. We should be consuming really healthy fats.
So listen, if Rosa and I only eat these like once a month or once every 3 months or what have you, I mean, it's moderation. What's the big deal?
No trans fats are good for you. Like, no trans fats are good for you. You can't argue for it in any way. There is no nutritional value, and you could actually make a better alternative by yourself.
Yeah, but vodka isn't good for you. But if I have a couple of glasses of vodka, what is it?
Well, I guess no one's perfect. But, I mean, the thing is, people don't realize that you can actually eat the same foods. You just have to be really aware of how you're preparing it. So you just have to prepare it differently.